Good morning and welcome back to Tractors and Communism. I'm talking to you today from beautiful Curran, Ontario, Canada, as usual. I'll always be talking to you from Curran, Ontario, Canada, because I am never moving. And today what I wanted to talk to you about was not tractors, oddly enough. It's about something that actually it's a personal thing. And what it is revolving around those your mama jokes or your mom jokes. You know, I find those really offensive, honestly. And they leave a terrible taste in my mouth. And they're old and they're overly used up. You know, they're dirty. Kind of like your mom, right? So, getting back to the topic at hand, we have this here. We have probably a late 50s 202 Workbull. And it's actually a really nice machine. It came to me last night from a fellow in Quebec. Nice guy. And the tin work on it is fantastic. And it's old and scratched up, but it's not dented. Still got the stickers on it, amazingly. This one has a manure bucket on it because he was using it to clean out stalls. And it's a gas engine, something I've never worked on. So, I'm going to be working on this because the seller says it has a knock. This is a Z134 Continental motor. Seller's put a new starter, new alternator, new carburetor on it. It starts really well. Starts well, runs well, has a knock. And I don't know where the knock is coming from, but it does actually sound like rod knock. So we'll take a look at it because I have heard that these engines do have possibly a problem with the governor. You pull the timing cover off, some of the balls, the cage is disintegrated and the balls, well, they just like to go wherever they want. So I'm going to take first I'm going to take the inspection cover for the tranny out, just take a look in there, make sure what's going on. But then most likely the oil pan's coming off. And we'll take a look under there, which is actually kind of tricky. These oil pans, you really do have to split the machine to get them off. So I may just take the whole front end off of it before I decide to do any work on it. But the other problem this has is, wait for it. Okay, so that's a bit of an issue. So we'll be taking the top hat off this thing. And we'll see what's actually disconnected. Because there is something not connected. My expectation would be that it'd be the pin. There's got to be a pin in there that's come undone, fallen out, something like that. I mean, unless something's sheared. It could happen, I suppose. But this is in nice shape. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the purchase. It's got loaded rear tires, I'm sure, because you can't lift a 750-pound hay bale with a bale spear and not have the machine kind of sit up off the ground. Pretty sure of that, although I haven't tried it. But the thing has good traction, so I'm assuming the tires are loaded. I'm not going to take them off to find out because they're heavy. So I will, without further ado, start this up, and so you can hear the wonderful music that it's playing. I do like gas engines, really. I just never had one. Actually, that's a lie. I've had one in an MF65, and it was a 4-cylinder gas. I think it was a bigger motor. But I wound up getting rid of it because it was just a really boring machine. But this one here I'm excited to work on because it's an industrial. And here, listen to this. I know, right? It sounds awesome. I think so too. So, in the coming month, this will be the star of a series of videos that I'm going to do. We will take this thing apart completely. We'll find out what's wrong with it. We'll repair it and put it back together. And unlike the star of the last video, I am going to keep this because I think this is a very cool little tractor. I managed to get a snowblower with it, and I think it'll run the snowblower. The seller says it will. So I'm going to be farting around with this, and then it's going to be added to my collection of old rusted machines. All right? But hey, as long as it works. One of the things I did notice right away, of course, was that the spool valve for the loader is on the left side of the machine. Now, I've seen the bosses. I have some frames here that have the boss to mount the spool valve on the left side of the machine. But the machine also has the boss on the right side, which is where we typically mount them here in North America. But this guy was here, and it causes major problems for me because I have this natural habit of jumping in the left side of the machine, and so it doesn't really work out well. I'm not a little boy anymore. I can't always squeeze in there. So then I have to run around to the right side of the machine in order to get in. But this is a very, very cute little machine. I love it. And as soon as I saw it, I wanted it. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull it all apart. We'll find out what's wrong with it. Hopefully you can learn a few things from this. I know I will certainly learn a few things from this because I've never worked on one of these. So I'm excited to get into it. So stay tuned. More videos are coming. Thank you. Have a good one.